From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson alongside Ben Luna for a severe weather update. Nothing happening just yet, but we are expecting strong to severe storms later this afternoon. We've got everything you need to know in terms of what we can expect, the timing of it all the latest and most up-to-date information on this afternoon's severe weather threat here in this weather update. Let's go ahead and start off with what's happening right now, because for now, all is quiet here in the Tennessee Valley. There are some storms to our west that I will go ahead and show you guys what's kind of going on. We're not expecting these to impact us at this time. We are expecting that severe threat to wait until later on this afternoon. Here's a look at what's going through Memphis, though. A pretty mean storm this morning, prompting a severe weather, or I should say a severe thunderstorm warning for the greater Memphis area. Some heavy rain and very electrical as well. That storm should stay well to our west for the duration of its lifetime, and we are going to see again that severe line later on this afternoon. I'll go ahead and go to our radar network to kind of show you guys what we've got going on right now. Again, here in the Tennessee Valley, all is quiet right now. It's mostly cloudy outside, very gloomy looking and very muggy looking. I've seen many posts already. Everyone's waking up and they say, oh, it feels like it's going to be storming later this afternoon. That's because the humidity is very high. Again, a good sign of thunderstorm development later on this afternoon. But again, these storms already very electrical. We do not expect these to lessen the severe threat later on this afternoon. But overall, this is what we've got to our west. Again, should miss us, but right now, all is mainly quiet here in the Tennessee Valley. I'll go ahead and go back to our DMA Zoom. And again, really not too much to talk about, which is some good news and what we expected for this morning. Again, pretty much around and after lunchtime is when we are going to expect that severe line of storms to be making their way to us here in the Tennessee Valley. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for our show that we've got prompted up. I will go ahead and toss it over to Ben Luna, who is going to be at the wall, and he will give you guys an update from here.
All right, folks, it is a stormy day across the region. Showers and thunderstorms we do expect to build in as we head through the course of the later morning and early afternoon. Some of these storms, as Kelly has pointed out, will be on the rocky side, producing very strong winds, lots of heavy rainfall, hail, and even a possibility for a few tornadoes. Here's a look at the overall map that we've got right now for warnings across the region. Notice just Shelby County, Tennessee, under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, how does all of this play out for us as we head through the day? First, we're going to begin with the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Our entire region, the entire Tennessee Valley weather viewing area, and then some under a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather from the SPC. Now, they just updated this just a few moments before we went on the air, and this level 3 risk now curves through central Alabama and into northwest Georgia, including Atlanta. So yeah, it's going to be a stormy day across pretty much the entire southeast, or the greater population of the southeast today, all the way into the early evening hours. But again, for the most part, our concern, southern Tennessee, North Alabama, northeast Mississippi, under that level 3 out of 5 risk for today. Now, as we continue to look at how things are going to shape up over the course of the remainder of today, here's what you can expect. Anticipate seeing, again, a good possibility for stronger storms in the region. And there we go. It finally decided to work this morning. I think it wanted to take a little bit of a day off because it knows that it's going to have a busy afternoon today. Here's what you can anticipate. We do have the elevated potential for tornadic activity across the region. Now, once this line gets rocking and rolling, we do anticipate there to be a quick spin tornado potential. But if we have breaks in the line to where these are more cellular type storms, as they really fire up and get going after lunch today, then I think that's going to amplify the tornado threat in the area. I'll show you what I mean on that in just a second. We do have that high wind potential where wind gusts could exceed 50 to 70 miles per hour. Also, we're looking for the storms to be more of favorable to a higher end hail threat. Unfortunately for today, this is something that we don't typically see around here. we see some of that smaller hail like we did a couple of weeks ago, but we are possibly, the dynamics are certainly in place for today, and this is where it gets down to good nitty-gritty forecasting on what's going to take place across the area. So the atmosphere is primed for us to have the potential for up to ping pong ball sized hail. It's pretty good hailstone, especially if you've got a brand new car sitting in the parking lot. And then flooding, it is a minor concern for the region, but nevertheless something that we are going to watch because, hey, we do live in an area where you can take a bottle of water, pour it into a stream, and well, then in a few moments later that stream is going to be flooded. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast of where we are. So here's a look. This is the latest data from the high resolution rapid refresh model. Putting this into motion, you can see this line works across southern Tennessee and North Alabama beginning 2 to 3 p.m. and then it's going to take its time rolling through the area. Now, a couple of features here. It gets real messy on the north side of this in southern Tennessee. However, over the course of several model runs, we've seen the potential in north central Alabama for some unique characteristics. Now, this large storm wants to work its way from, say, Russellville up to Huntsville and then over toward Chattanooga as we head through the later afternoon and early evening hours. So is that down to an exact science on, yes, this particular storm in this particular area? No, but it's a good indication that within our area, we do have the potential for at least one very powerful storm today looking at this model data, and that's been consistent over the past several days. We are in a hatched area for tornadic activity, and that's an elevated potential when you look into the science of meteorology and how things stand in forecasting. We do have that potential today of some pretty powerful storms, including some powerful tornadoes if some stuff really gets going. It really all depends on that fuse being lit at exactly the right time, because you step out this morning, hey, if you feel the outside, it just doesn't feel right for today. Dew points are really high. We're way into the upper 60s for dew point temperatures. Outside the Tennessee Valley Weather Center right now, looking at it off the screen, we've got a temperature of 70 degrees outside. So it's just a really, really soupy day, and this is perfect for severe weather. This is what I've referred to in the past as severe storm soup. Now, we get past all of this. We do have some leftover moisture here, a few light showers into the evening and early morning hours of Wednesday. But once that main line passes, pretty much over with for you. Temperatures will be cooler on the back side of this system as we roll through the remainder of the period here into the next couple days. So we do finally get past this and things do settle down. Now, we do have the possibility for those stronger storms across the area today. So with more on that, Kelly Rawson is here to talk about how and where you need to go to be prepared for severe weather.
Yeah, so you need to make sure that you have a plan anytime that severe weather is in the forecast. So first and foremost, you have to have a reliable way to get your warnings. Of course, a NOAA weather radio, preferably battery powered, that will certainly wake you up if you're sleeping, and it will certainly get your attention if you are distracted. WIA alerts, of course, and our free Tennessee Valley weather app. If you don't already have it downloaded, it's completely free in any app store. That will also send you alerts on watches, warnings, and then you can watch our live coverage there. It's also very crucial to know your safe place and know your plan ahead of time so that when the time comes to take shelter, you can remain calm as you can be, at least, because you know exactly what to do and where to go. Of course, that is if a tornado warning gets issued. Helmets for everybody. This is crucial in your preparedness plan. If you are ready for it and you have the helmets in place, you will be well prepared for any head protection in case there is debris that may fall on top of you and fall onto your head. Now, if you don't have bike helmets, if you can't make a run to the store, if you've got pots and pans in the kitchen, those will do just fine. But if you have any sort of helmets, it is very key to be able to protect your head when there is a tornado warning issued, because in a worst case scenario, that could certainly save your life. And leave a mobile home. We've had this in the forecast for the last few days. Spend the afternoon somewhere else, a more sturdy structure. If you do live in a mobile home, you have plenty of time right now. If you're watching this, you still have several hours before the severe line of storms approaches our area. So again, it's very important to have a plan because it will ensure your safety, and in fact, it will give you more peace of mind as well with these storms that we do expect to roll through later on this afternoon. And I am trying to advance my graphics, but I'm not sure what's going on with my little clicker here, but overall, there we go. All right, and so when it comes to tornado safety, because we are expecting a few tornado warnings and for this afternoon and evening, pretty much anywhere across the Tennessee Valley viewing area, our 14 counties. So of course, like I mentioned, avoid mobile homes, have a plan to go to a more sturdy structure well beforehand, and just try not to stay in your vehicle, and never take shelter under a bridge or an overpass. That's basically just a wind tunnel. And it's another thing that's not very great or not very safe. A large open room or manufactured housing, a little bit of a better option is going to be in a basement or a small interior room, lowest floor of a well-built structure. You don't have to be in a basement to survive a tornado, but of course, if you've got any place underground, that is certainly the best option. Again, avoid windows, as many walls in between you and the outside as possible. And of course, the best option for a tornado warning to take shelter is going to be a tornado shelter or a certified safe room. So you've got plenty of options. And again, we still have quite a few hours until we are going to start to see this line of severe storms. So you still have time to prepare if you have not already. And of course, stay informed with us here at Tennessee Valley Weather. We will be live with coverage as soon as a watch is issued, and of course live coverage, continuous coverage with any warnings that may pop up. You can scan this QR to download. If you are on your smartphone watching this, you can take a screenshot, then head to your Photos app. Go ahead and click the QR code link that'll pop up. It'll take you to the App Store. Again, this app is completely free of charge, brought to you by your neighborhood Quick Mark. You can access Viper Interactive Radar there, so watch the storms roll in as we are telling you about them, as well as our regularly scheduled video updates. And that is, again, where you can watch our live stream for our severe weather coverage. And like I said, it is 100% free to download, so it will certainly not hurt anybody. And of course, we are on all kinds of streaming platforms. We are on YouTube, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. All you've got to do is search for Tennessee Valley Weather. We will pop up and you can watch our live coverage there as well. So overall, just kind of a recap of what we're looking at. Right now, all is quiet. We are expecting things, though, to pick up mainly after lunchtime here in the region. We do have a warning already just to our west, but again, we are expecting all of that to stay just to our west. Quiet here for now. We are in a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Again, we are expecting the potential threats of damaging winds 50 to 70 miles an hour, as well as a little bit more elevated hail threat than we are typically used to, and we can't rule out tornadoes in that line of storms. And again, like Ben said, if we have a storm that kind of separates itself and we see some supercells, that we can't completely rule out a stronger tornado in our area. So overall, of course, none of this is to scare you. We just want you to be as prepared as possible. Hopefully, we have helped you do that so far. And of course, you can stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We will continue to keep you updated, and we will be live with any coverage. We are here with you to keep you safe, keep you informed, and to ride this thing out with you. And Ben Luna, do you have anything else to add for the coverage before we head on out?
Well, I know I've got to work and find some gremlins that have found their way into our equipment today. You know, we have this stuff working perfectly, and then just like right now with the clickers not wanting to click, it's part of it. But anyway, I've looked through some of our comments. If you want to come back around here, that's fine. Looking at tornado shelters in the Lawrenceburg area, there is not an official community shelter. Some of the churches open and allow folks to come in, for that. But as far as that occurring at this point, I've not been made aware. If that does change, we'll put out on social media and let everyone know. A couple of questions about, what about this particular area? What about this particular community? This is one of those events today because this is a line of storms. Everybody's going to see something at some point. So, and Fred is, the master of saying this in most days. From the smallest communities to the biggest cities in our viewing area, everybody's going to see something at some point today. So if you're concerned about, well, what about here? What about there? Yeah, it's going to get to you. Just the level of severity when it does is something that we're watching. And well, that's why we're here to tell you if this part of the line is going to be more intense for this part of the area versus this part. So that's just the way it's going to be today. And that's why we want you to be informed and stay with us as we go throughout the day. And of course, we'll keep you updated. Now, could this event be a lot worse? Absolutely. We've been watching the feeds from Kentucky. There are several tornado warnings out currently in north central Kentucky at the moment. A lot of the really, really bad stuff is way off to our north. But yeah, the atmosphere is charged here too, that I think we're going to wind up seeing something before the day's over. So anyway, that's kind of the breakdown of everything and just flipping through the comments and checking everything out. But as Kelly said, we are here. We will be here all day. We will be fully staffed. All four of us will be in the house as we head throughout the course of today, and we will keep you updated right here on the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. For the amazing, wonderful meteorologist Kelly Rawson, I'm Ben Luna. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.